wasteland. This what happens when you give it a fake life and then the aping. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle.
Hello again, everybody. It is the coach.
And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Jensen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he, their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Mayfield off the play fake. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time
pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate. Gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks. Has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get them in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. They'll be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable.
Touchdown, Cleveland! One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll run it here. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 51 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Bortles now on 1st down. And connecting here with DJ Chark. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. And partner, the record book for career receiving yardage has officially been rewritten.
And Brandon, it was done not in small passes, but in big chunks all the time. This guy knew how to get downfield, create yardage, and now he sits with the record, the all-time record for receiving yardage in the NFL.
And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Lucy. 380.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll go for it. It's Bortles. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Now Doug Marrone not even hesitating. They're going to go for 2. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Set. Green, 39. Green, 39.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's still barreling through. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. That's Njoku over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. Now Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Pass incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go now. Blue line.
And again, it's Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. First down, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield with it once more. And it's caught. And he's brought down. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for.
Here we go. Green, 39.
They go play action here on first down. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Mayfield down. Flushed out right. And he slides to avoid the hit. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, Mayfield. That's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Thirteen seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down.
Lucy. Set. Green 80. Lucy.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tease Tabor. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime here in... And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes Blake Bortles now to lead his offense back out there. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Green 80. Green 80.
Bortles to throw on second down. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying...
He's got it at the 15! And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big third down play there for the Jags. 42 yards. Now, he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. Now Doug Marrone not even hesitating. They're going to go for 2. Bortles to throw once more. And that is caught for the 2 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Set. 3-19.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Browns on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. This is taken at the 15. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
11B.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Bortles now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Bortles thinking twice about their offensive setup. He's going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Hey, 54, Ricky.
Again, it's Bortles. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Intentional grounding, offense.
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Now Bortles again. Wide open receiver, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
From the gun, it's Bortles. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Shotgun now for Bortles. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And they'll run it here. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Lucy. Green 80.
To throw is Bortles. Flush to his right. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That goes for a gain of 31. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. To throw, it's Bortles. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. 3rd touchdown pass of the game for Blake Bortles. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now Bortles. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
False start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield powering his way forward. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 12 more yards there and another first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll look to throw to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
False start, offense.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
He's back to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Getting set to go again, Blake Bortles marches back onto the field with his offense. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another 4th quarter comeback?
It's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to find a way to shut him down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet. Bortles flushed out right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now Bortles. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Clock running as Bortles hurries to try to get his guys set. Here's Bortles to throw, eluding the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
380.
One final try now for Bortles. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it, and this one's over. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that, but flip it over. Making a stand in that portion of the field.
Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist on that boy, rock star like Pink Floyd, waving at rude boy, I'm waving at you boy, ran off on the two like True Goy, imagine me do boy, you can never do what I do boy, still ducking that I did boy, in Paris for a hit boy, these ain't the same type of